Hey friends, it's Josie and welcome back to Two Sisters Homestead. So today I thought I would do a video about the pros and cons of the ones that I know of with doing owner financed land. So if you didn't know, then in some areas you can owner finance land, which just means that you can like look around. Somebody will be owner financing like a whole 100, 200 acres, and they will be dividing it up, and you can get some of the acreage, and then they owner finance it to you. So that's how we got our land. And the benefit to this is that if you don't have like a whole bunch of money down for like an actual loan payment, you don't have to put that down. We only had to pay $500 down so that we could secure our acreage, and then you have to pay monthly. So if you go through with it with the owner financing, then it was going to be like $270 a month for the next however long it's drawn out to be, which in total was like 24,000, I believe, somewhere around there for 3 acres. And so that's one pro I believe, is that you don't have to put a whole bunch of money down, whereas if you get a land like some banks require you to put a down payment for land, and sometimes it can be hard to get a loan for land if you just want the land for right now without a house. It can be a little bit more difficult. I would say another pro is that it's fast moving. All we had to do was fill out the application, give him the money, and we were done. And make sure you pay every month. As long as you pay every month or you pay up front, then you don't have to worry about them coming or him trying to get you off the property or anything like that. You have a contract that you sign, and also he had one as well, so we keep that for our records. Another pro I would say is that you get to meet different people who are a lot of times in the same situation as you, which you couldn't get like a whole big loan for, something like that. And you can meet some really good people this way as well. But I would say to all the pros, there is a con. I would say one of the cons is that since you don't need very much money down, it attracts all kinds of different people. So I will show you a link down the street that somebody has purchased some land, and this is how they keep their area, and this is how they are living and things like that. It's a lot worse than what you can actually see. They don't have running water, they don't have actual power to the house, and things like that. It's very different. So it attracts those kind of people. So like whenever people are driving up to our house, it's like they see these really bad looking homes, and then there's our home, which is okay, but these people aren't keeping up with their lawn, they're not caring about their grass, it just looks like a junkyard, half of them around here, and things like that. So you do have to deal with that. Another thing that we've been dealing a lot with, which is probably not just with owner financing, it's probably just in general, land in general, people dump their dogs out here like crazy. Tons of people just always just dumping their dogs. And it's actually ridiculous. Another con is that people come and go so fast. So like your neighbor, it could be here today and then tomorrow be gone because they didn't want to pay it no more, or they weren't paying it, anything like that. So many of these lots have just changed the owners of, because people are just moving off or not paying or whatever it is. Also, a lot of these lots have, like, they put sheds on them to live in, like a shed to convert it into a house or something, but a lot of them are just sitting there waiting for the company to come get them because they're not paying for them. Another con would be if you don't pay it outright, then in the long run you are paying more money than what you probably should for this land. Also, you have to be able to know what you need to do to the land to make it livable, or to make sure that there's nothing wrong with it, or make sure, you know, because not everything perks, so you might want to make sure that you're doing all that stuff before you sign anything saying you want it. But another pro is that if you're done with your property and you say, I'm just done, I want to let it go, whatever, then all you got to do is not pay, tell him, and then you're done with it. It doesn't go on your credit, it doesn't do anything, it's just done and you can go. So that's a really good thing for some people. So another con is with the owner financing is that they can put different things in the contracts that you're not supposed to do. So in ours, it says that you cannot make money off of your property, like you can't have a business at your property, and there's a bunch of other stuff, but you can't have pigs, because they say that we're overrun with pigs over here. However, we haven't spotted any tracks or anything of any wild hogs. So, but they say that they don't want you having those because we are overpopulated with them. I don't know exactly how true that is, but that's what he said. So there's a little bit of stipulations on what you can do, just little things like that, which isn't major to me. And then I don't know if after you like actually buy it outright, if you could get them after that. I'm not for sure. Do whatever you want. I'm not for sure about that. Also, you can only have one home per lot. So it can't be like a trailer park looking home like area, you know, because you can't be doing that. And stuff like that, which is good for, you know, those of us who don't want a trailer park out here, who are just trying to live and enjoy the space out here. Which is good too. Also, a pro, it can be a pro or it could be a con. You cannot come out here and just clear all of your trees. You have to only do a certain amount of them. Like if you just come and then do all of them for no reason, then I don't know what will happen, but he don't want you to do that. And then, but you can clear some if you need to for your home and your yard and stuff like that. He just don't want people like, because there's a lot of like mills around here. He don't want them just coming to get them all down and using them for the wood, you know, and getting money somewhere else with them. I think that's what it's from. So he, you know, don't want no clear cutting or anything like that. So I think that is about it with the pros and cons. Of course, everybody is different with how they do it, and it could be different for you depending on where you live as well. The acreage can be different, but you just always want to make sure that you're getting a reputable person who knows what they're doing and things like that. And then also, you know, take a look at the area, see if you like it, see what's going on around there. Try to see if you have any neighbors, if there are any neighbors, try to see who they are and what they're doing and things like that before you possibly sign, because that might deter you away from wanting to, you know, live in that area. But other than that, I don't think it's a bad idea. However, I do suggest if you do it, then you need to try to pay it off sooner than the time that is expected, because then you will pay for it, less money for it than you would if you just draw out that payment. And as much as you can, you need to try to put a little bit extra on it each month so you can get that debt away. But that is it for today's video, you guys. I hope you like this little bit of information. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.